Passover 2026 is just around the corner and you can already feel the heat. The steam is rising in Jewish kitchens worldwide. We're boiling, we're scrubbing, we're torching, and we're doing what we call Koshering, Hagalah. Excited. But have you ever stopped to ask, where does this come from? Most people think it's just a Jewish spring cleaning ritual. But did you know that the Bible actually gives us two completely different sources for this intense process? Curious. And the difference between them changes everything you know about your kitchen. Let's go back in time. Source number 1 takes us to the Mishkan, the Holy Tabernacle. In the heart of the sanctuary, when a sacrifice was cooked, it had a timer. If it wasn't eaten within the permitted time, it became Notar, forbidden leftovers. Even though the meat started as holy, the moment it expired, it became a spiritual poison. The Bible commands that the metal vessels used to cook it must be purged. Source number 2 takes us to a completely different vibe, the war with Midian. The Israelites returned from battle with loot, massive copper and iron pots. But there's a problem. These pots were used by the Midianites to cook non-kosher food. Eleazar the priest steps in and gives the command. Anything that passed through fire must pass through fire again to be purified engagement. Now, here is a challenge for my scholars and deep thinkers out there. Look at these two cases. Case A, the Holy Mishkan. Case B, the Midianite war loot. If the law of purging vessels is the same, why did the Torah need to tell us about it twice? Why isn't one source enough? There is a massive fundamental difference between these two scenarios. Pause the video right now. Drop your guess in the comments. Why do we need both? I'll wait. Let's see who really knows their halakha. The deep secret. Here is the reveal that changes how you look at your kitchen. It's the distinction between Issura Bala and Heteira Bala. In the Midian War, those pots absorbed forbidden food from the very first second. That is Issura Bala. It absorbed prohibition. The taste inside the walls of the pot was treif from day one. But in the Mishkan, that is the mystery of Heteira Bala, it absorbed permission. When that sacrifice was cooking, it was 100% kosher. It was holy. It only became forbidden later on because time passed. Why does this matter? Because the Torah is teaching us the golden rule of Halakha, Ke-vol'o kach pol'o, as it absorbs, so it expels. The Torah needed to tell us that even if a pot absorbed something that was perfectly fine at the time, if it is now forbidden, that taste must come out. Bringing it home? Now, let's talk about your kitchen. Is Passover cleaning like the Midian War? No. Passover cleaning is exactly like the tabernacle. It is Heteira Bala. All year long, your pots were used for bread, pasta, and whiskey. Was that a sin? No. It was perfectly permitted. It was Heteira. But the moment Passover starts, that permitted taste becomes forbidden, shametz. Because we are dealing with Heteira Bala, substances that were absorbed while they were permitted, the process of purging them is more accessible. We are resetting the vessel. We are taking something that was used for good and making sure it doesn't become a leftover of the past. The takeaway. Hagalah isn't just about hygiene or removing molecules. It's a spiritual restart. The Torah is telling us that no matter what we absorbed last year, even the things that were fine then but are holding us back now, we can boil them away. We can start fresh, clean, and holy. As you get your kitchen ready, remember, we aren't just cleaning our pots. We are cleaning our hearts. We are purging the leftovers of last year to make room for the holiness of today. Have a kosher and happy Passover.